At this point, I'm going to look upon God when he comes back and just question my useless existence. Hello everyone, my name is Time and I am utterly pissed off. In this video, we're going to be talking about Wildworks' new game called Cinder. What's Wildworks? Well, they are the masterminds behind Animal Jam, a massively multiplayer online game that is developed by that company and recommended for kids up to age 12. It was launched in 2010 in collaboration with the National Geographic Society. Not anymore though. You know, this is one of the games that you play after school after a really long day. I'll be frank here, I have been a part of this community for such a long time and it's been a rocky experience. The Animal Jam community may have its ups and downs, but this is probably the end of this company and its games. You may be asking, what happened? What did they do that was so bad? Well, we are going to get right into it. On November 27, 2021, a Twitter post on the official fer.al account stating that an AMA, also known as an Ask Me Anything, will take place in Discord about their new game, also named Cinder, which will be a part of the NFT blockchain. If some of you, or most of you, don't know what an NFT is, I'll give you a quick explanation and why these are really bad. NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's generally built using the same kind of programming as cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin or Ethereum. But that's where the similarities really end. Physical money and cryptocurrencies are fungible, meaning they can be traded or exchanged for one another. So these are basically P-Crews, but for rich people trying to scam idiots. NFTs are notorious for being horrible for how much of the environment it destroys, and the fact that it's made to practically scam people anyway, so. They rely on cryptocurrencies that cause huge amounts of carbon emissions. They will continue to rely on these systems for security reasons, despite these claims to be contrary about moving to other systems. They are only valuable as tools for money laundering, tax fraud, and greater fool investment fraud. There are better videos explaining why NFTs are terrible. I will link them in the description or in a pinned comment or whatever. I hope I don't forget to do that because I have this memory of a freaking rat. Anyways, of course the fer.al community was extremely upset about this, and the Discord server went rampant about it. Well, this guy, Clark Stacy, which is the CEO of Wildworks, went the I'm going to be that shitty CEO and ignore my community route. As people continue to expose him and tell him how bad NFTs are, he just repeats himself and ignores everything. I have a whole Google document of the transcript of the whole AMA right here, and the things he replies are just, yeah, they are yikes. And we're going to read them a little bit together. Kinda. Alright, something I'd like to point out is the endless contradictions in many of his statements. Here he says, regarding the audience, appropriateness for kids, etc., Cinder isn't for kids. Neither is fer.al, actually. It won't be marketed towards kids or to the fer.al audience. Then, later, he claims the Cinder division of Wildworks will not distract from the core missions behind our games for younger audiences, like AJ and fer.al. What? So, which is it then? What community are you targeting fer.al to? Because you just compared a game for children to a game for teenagers, which is still considered younger audiences. Another thing he keeps saying is this is not the audience for Cinder. If this isn't your audience, then why advertise and let people know on the official fer.al Twitter page? Jeez, what? Anyways, during the AMA, he keeps on repeating himself. That just shows that he is blatantly ignoring his fans despite the backlash. Oh, but it's not going to have the same audience. Okay. Do they realize that telling the fans that you will lose a whole chunk of your players and the community of fans that pay for your games, mind you? You should be ashamed of the terrible communication you have. Speaking of that, let's talk about Cinder's official website, where everything Clark said about fer.al not being associated with it goes completely down the drain. As you enter the website, you are greeted with a skull that is pretty much begging you to not support Wildworks and is in pain and suffering. As you scroll down, you see the fey creature from fer.al being repurposed in this game. What? So it's a lie then. You are supposedly not associating yourself with the fer.al community for this game, but you continue to place characters from that game into it. That makes zero sense to me. It's honestly like they're begging on their knees for the fer.al community to throw their cash at them again. But it gets worse from here. In the tab called Community, we are greeted with an even uglier fey and a message. You can connect your NFT avatar to Cinder on the day it's minted and join other NFT holders in the world immediately. No vague roadmaps to a working virtual world someday in the future. Cinder will be there on the day one. How can we promise this? Because we've been building and testing the platform for Cinder for 2 years with another game. It has its own community and wasn't engineered around blockchain tech, so we took some scaffolding from that world and formed a new team devoted to innovating in crypto gaming and set them loose with the head start of a fully functional MMO platform. So, this game has been in development during fer.al, another game that is still in open beta and development, and the community was never notified about it. Heck, the images on the website looks incredibly similar to fer.al's style. So in short, fer.al will stay an unfinished game. Since fer.al is Cinder's predecessor, the game will most likely never be completed. It's all thanks to Cinder using the whole fan base as test dummies for the game. Hell, what if they have been mining crypto from fer.al this whole time? It's a theory, so I can't really confirm that statement. All I know is that Clark had lost his mind marketing this. All that money from fer.al possibly went into developing this load of junk. Isn't that sad? Manipulating your fan base into buying for an unfinished game, thinking it's a donation for the future development of it? Only to find out it all went into a crappy NFT copy of it. Now, I'm all in for companies branching out from something different for once. Heck, fer.al's release from other Wildworks games really made an impact on the Animal Jam community. They knew their younger player base was growing up, so they made a game for older kids, and I respect that. However, doing this isn't the way to go. fer.al had so much potential, and so did Animal Jam, but they threw it all away from some Barbie, a fairy secret type shit. Like, oh my god, did they not see Cookie Run's community backlash to the Dev Sisters trying to add NFTs? Oh yeah, and that whole Neopets thing, oh dear god. Anyways, that's my take on this whole situation. I really hope Wildworks and Clark Shitty stops this decision, because it's just gonna get worse and worse from there. Hope you all enjoyed this video, because surprisingly this is my first video I've made on a topic like this. But I'd really like to see my YouTube channel grow and see where the development takes me. But I'm out. Peace.